Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Everybody's in the house. Okay, we got Kara, Nighturnal, Sandy, Sueda, Sandy again, Sheet Jukester, Kelly, Jilly. Okay, Summer. Who else we got? Retro. All right, you guys already got the conversation going about Brianna. Yes, we are live. Thank you, Kelly. I just tried to kind of lay out the facts there. Sorry about that. Hit the mic. So, yeah. She seemed so sweet. She sounded so humble and sweet. Yes. Oh yeah, the wind is bad. The wind is bad here too. I just checked with my friend and I'm like, this is just wind, right? Not anything more than that. But yeah, it's been bad. So welcome everybody. As you all know, that the chat is for the members of the channel. But everybody, I'm so glad you're here. And let me just put this in here in case I've had people say to me that they were glad I put the join link they were glad that I put the join link in the chat because they can't see it on their phones, I guess. I always put it in the show's description, but I guess a lot of people don't read the descriptions or didn't notice. So I'm going to put this in here in case anybody is not a member and you want to be a member. It's month to month, so it's not a long-term commitment. And so let me just put this link in here for anybody who's interested. But even if you're not interested in joining, you're joining in with us tonight. And that's really cool because I need some help. So again, this link right here is for anybody who wants to join the channel. All right. Scipio was trying to remember my Google password so I can upgrade my membership level. You have the best content. Always well thought out, not knee jerk or clickbait. Thank you so much. That means a lot to me. I always get annoyed when people say, oh, that's just clickbait, because I despise clickbait. I mean, to the extent that obviously we want people to click, but that, you know what I mean? You want someone to click, so you want it to be interesting, but I don't like the fake people out. I don't like to be dishonest. Let's put it that way. So welcome everybody. As you guys know, the chat is for the members of the channel, but we have others who are hanging out with us, helping us. And I'm going to jump in. Like I said, I've only ever done a bracket. Maybe there's a mod here. No, but we don't need one for us, for just the members. Hopefully. Hopefully. So it's been a long time since I've ever done a bracket. And I think in my life, I probably have done it one time, maybe twice. And that was back when it was difficult to do. Oh, someone's saying hi to me like a mod. I don't know. I have one moderator, but she's not on. Okay. I hope everybody has a wonderful day so far. I did a poll for the Legend and GOAT members asking who they thought would win it all. But before we can do that, we need to do this. So I'm going to share this screen. Who in this chat regularly does brackets and who has done one already? I have one moderator, Martha, but I usually don't do moderators because you guys know me. When I think about moderators, kicking people off and stuff, you guys know I'm so extremely patient with people. but I've been rethinking it. Yeah, Martha is the only one. I've been rethinking it, and so I might be a little bit more inclined going forward to cut people off and not allow the negativity to hijack the conversation. I try to be patient. I don't mind disagreement, but I don't like people who are trying to just take over with negativity. Okay, so Sandy said like 40 years ago. Kara says, I do for the men's every year. You run a pool. Okay. All right. All right. All right. So let me share this screen. This is at ESPN. So it's all on the computer. And if this is something my chiropractor was telling me about today, he said something about ESPN having this bracket and they'll send a link and then you can follow it, etc. When I did one, it was on the computer, but it was completely different from this. So we are just going to dive right in. I'm going to share the screen and I need your help. Okay? Because, I know the USCs and the UCLAs somewhat and the UConns and the Tennessees and the Iowa and all that. But some of these other teams, in South Carolina, of course, some of the other teams, I don't know. And I must not forget Notre Dame. Yeah, ESPN law, credibility a long time ago with their agenda. But as far as the bracket, we'll use them for their bracket. And it all gets done on here. So let's share the screen. And you guys will let me know. I'm going to move this over here. Can you see that? I have had FSU season. Okay. All right. Kat has done a handful. Never won for the women. See, all of a sudden the women are gaining respect because a lot of people don't do the women's. Can you see it? Yes. It's too small. It doesn't get any bigger, unfortunately. Yeah, unfortunately. Cass says Quita Love Sports has been doing some content on some of the lesser known teams. It's been good. Oh, okay. Like I've said, sometimes I don't I should be able to zoom the screen a bit. I don't know. I'd have to create it and I'd have to. Is this better? Oh, I see what you mean, like zooming in. Okay, let me see. Let me see if it's possible. All right. I don't know, but I'm going to try to see. Yeah, I'm sharing a screen, so it's not letting me. When I get my second monitor, it would be different. You print it out. Okay, so wait. Here is I'm going to give you the link in case you want to open that up if you're on a computer and you can. But there's a link to where I am because it looks big to me and I don't know how to make it bigger on here. I will try one more thing. Let me try one more thing. You got it pulled up on the second monitor? Okay. I am going to try something though. Let me try one more thing. Add. Nope. Yeah, y'all. Hold up. Let me try it. Media slot. It might work. I'm going to do it as best I can. But it's probably going to take me out of it, which I don't need to see me. Hold up. Let me know if this appears to be better. Hey, Jinsey. Custom saving the layout. So is this any better? Welcome, Jinsey. So glad you joined in. Gets a bit blurry when we zoom. Ask a bum. I'll take that AR-15 on my screen. All right. Glad you're here. All right, guys. You have to go to that link. It's the same. Yeah, that's the best we can do. This is the best it's going to allow us to do. So if you use that link, you can see it. All right. So let's see what we got. We're starting off at the top, and we've got Regional 1, round of 64, UCLA taking on UCSD SOU. I don't even know who some of these people are. You can see it better, Kelly? Okay, good. Hopefully you guys can open it up on another screen, because I am working on getting a second monitor, which I believe will allow me to slide things over and you can see it full. But using this is the best I got. Unless, does this make it bigger? I can't see the comments though if I do this. I don't even know if that's bigger for you or if it's just bigger for me. Was that bigger? No, it wasn't bigger. Okay. So are we all in agreement that UCLA gets the win here? You can expand. Are we with UCLA? Pre-med. Okay, I'm going to go with, unless somebody says stop. Wait, Scipio, you talking about no? What do you mean no? I'm getting a bunch of yeses, Scipio. I think you're by yourself. Lauren Betts, UCLA, just beat USC. Oh, you were talking about something else? Okay, we're going with UCLA. If we have major disagreements, somebody's going to have to get on the open mic, and I'll put the link in and you can come on air. All right, so let me click that. There it is. Okay, hope you can see it, but it brings UCLA over. So let's move it on down. Richmond versus Georgia Tech. Richmond is an 8 seed. Georgia Tech is a 9 seed. This is where it gets tricky and can mess us up. Richmond versus Georgia Tech. UCLA was number 1. UCSD was 16. What do we got? Georgia Tech. Okay, Night Turtle didn't know. So that tells us right there. UCLA, my top team, you'll see. Okay, Georgia Tech. Are we good with Georgia Tech? I'm only picking Georgia Tech because I don't know anything about Richmond. And okay, Georgia Tech. Anybody disagree? Speak now. Speak now. Exactly. Usually a toss-up. Okay, I'm hearing Georgia Tech. I'm going to hold off. Georgia Tech. All right, so we're going to go with Georgia Tech. I clicked that one. Okay. All right, now we've got 5 Ole Miss versus 12 Ball State. Ole Miss versus Ball State. Anybody know anything? Yeah, I know, right? Going once, going twice. Ole Miss is my inclination as well. It is a 5 versus a 12. Ole Miss. I got another one here. Ole Miss. Ole Miss. Anybody for Ball State? Ole Miss. Okay, Jincy's with the Ole Miss. Looks like it's an Ole Miss kind of evening. Ole Miss bad this year, but pick 5. Okay, so bad this year, but you're still with Ole Miss though in the tourney. All right, we're gonna go with Ole Miss. All right, so moving down, Baylor number 4 versus Grand Canyon 13. No one wants to go for Ball State. Did you want to go, Kat? Yeah, Baylor all day, right? Baylor. Okay, Baylor. All right, I think we're good there. Yes, unless there's an upset, number 4 should be beating number 13. So we got Baylor. Now we've got number 6, Florida State versus 11, George Mason. Baylor, but if a first round upset surprise, this is the game. Ooh, okay. Remember what Sueda just said. If there's a first round upset, it would be the Baylor game. I haven't watched Baylor, I don't think, since Kim Mulkey coached there, when Brittany Griner was there. I didn't watch it when Alyssa Smith was there. I didn't watch it when Dejanay Carrington was there. I'm risking Ball State. So wait. So Kat, you want to come on? You want to come on the air and tell us why we should go Ball State? Oh, TCU the other day. Okay. All right. So FSU, is that Florida State? All right. Kat, you want to get on? Let me know. I'll shoot you the link. I'm willing to hear you out. So we're going with Florida State for this one. But we got Baylor and Grand Canyon. It sounds to me like Kat says that, Kat says that Ball State can take out Ole Miss. Kat, come on and talk to us. All right, I know how we do. Here we go. I'm putting the link in. She said just a gut feeling. Uh-oh, remember that. There's the link. You want to share your gut feeling with us, Kat? You like becoming the pro, coming on the air, you know. You want to share your gut? You want to share your guts? You want to spill your guts? Do you want to spill your guts? Sorry about that. Cat's not doing it right now. Hey, Pope, welcome. I'm sorry for those of you who are coming on that the screen share is kind of small. Can't change that at this point. But again, what I can do is I should pin this. I'm going to pin the link in the chat if it lets me. And that's the link so you can follow along. It doesn't allow me to do that. Let me see. It's asking me if I want to put myself in a timeout. And no, I don't. How come I can't pin a comment on my own channel? All right. Anyway, so we're good. Kat's not gonna come on right now. Kat says she's a rookie, but had great insight on the past lives. Exactly. All right. So now we're moving on. We picked Florida State over George Mason. We're keeping in mind that Kat had a feeling about Ball State. And Sueda said if there's an upset in the first round, it would be Baylor losing to Grand Canyon. Florida State over George Mason. Now, LSU, number 3, versus San Diego State. I think we know, right? We're going with Kim Mulkey's LSU, Angel Reese's alma mater. Flage's team, Raven Johnson's team. What do we got? LSU, right? LSU, easy LSU. All right, I think we got that. LSU, number 3 over 14, San Diego State. Okay, next, we've got number 7, Michigan State versus 10, Harvard. Hi, Araceli. See, now I got somebody. She'll come on the air. Oh, LSU praying for an upset, Kara says. She Juicer said Michigan. Michigan over Harvard. Are we in agreement? Okay, got Michigan. Anybody disagree? And anybody want to come on and let to explain anything? If we have a disagreement, let me know. Michigan State closest to me. Michigan. Okay, everybody. Harvard, Michigan State is overseeded because of their Iowa win. Okay, so Harvard is just overseeded. Okay, so I'm good with that. Michigan State. This is the Adrienne Ross Show bracket. That's what this is going to be. Now we've got NC State versus Vermont. Number 2, NC State versus Vermont. If we've been seeing anything from NC State, I think we got to go with NC State for sure. Who did they just lose to recently? In a really tough one. Went into overtime, didn't it? Was that which one was that they just lost to? I don't remember, but NC State. Duke, thank you, Amar. Thank you. Yes, it was Kara Lawson's Duke. Yeah, okay, but we are going with NC State. All right, so now I hope you can see it a little bit. We are in the round of 13. So let's just say in the round of 13, we have UCLA taking on Georgia Tech. Number 1, UCLA. Number 9, Georgia Tech. Is Vermont, it sounds like the Big East. Let me see what conference is Vermont women's basketball in. It is the let's see, after capturing its 8th America East Championship and earning the league's automatic bid to the NCAA tournament, the Vermont women's basketball team will face 2020. Oh, this is something old. Yeah, it's America East. America East Conference. All right. Okay, so we got UCLA. Everybody's down with UCLA. Okay, good. Let's go. And they're coming off that big win against USC. So we got Georgia Tech going bye-bye. All right, now it's getting a little touchy. Ole Miss versus Baylor. What does the preview button do? I'm afraid to touch it, but I'm going to touch it. Oh, there it is. Oh, they got little videos. Ole Miss number 5 versus 4 Baylor. Kara says, let's do regional 2 before second round, please. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. She's right. So we're going to hold off and get back. We're going to get back to that. Thank you. You see, I told you I haven't done this in a long time. That makes sense. Okay. So let's go on over to regional 2 over here. And we've got South Carolina versus Tennessee. TNTC, Tennessee Tech. Is this an upset? Could this be an upset? I'm good. Summer, thank you. Anybody think Tennessee's losing? When in doubt, choose SEC. All right. I think we don't have any debate on that. If you do, we definitely want you to come on and talk to us. South Carolina is going on. And then we got Utah number 8 versus Indiana number 9. I need you guys here because I have no idea. Oh, wait. Kara, are you joking, Kara? You really think South Carolina is going down to Tennessee? No, this is Tennessee Tech. This isn't my Tennessee Lady Vols. My Tennessee Lady Vols are 5, I think. Yeah, this is Tennessee Tech. I don't care about Tennessee Tech. 8 versus 9 is a coin flip, Amor says. So, yeah. Flip of the coin. Anybody been watching Indiana? Anybody been watching Utah? I feel like saying Indiana, but I'm probably just feeling like saying Indiana because it's Indiana and it's basketball. But I don't know. Let me see this. Let me see this right here. This is Utah.
I can't believe I bought a broken map.
At least you earned double miles with the Capital One Venture Card.
Is this the first basketball game ever?
I call it hoopla.
My turn.
What,
Hold up.
Oh, that was my last peach basket.
Gavin Peterson took over the Utah Utes coaching job just 4 games into the season after Lynn Roberts left to coach the LA Sparks of the WNBA. And he did a fantastic job getting Utah into the NCAA tournament. Gina Neepkins is the Utes' best player. She averages over 19 points a game. And if Utah's going to advance, she's going to have to play at that level.
Okay. And the Hoosiers. Got to see another
Some people
ad.
just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Well, that's right. I was wondering why the Utes
Like,
sound
to check
familiar
that it's
because
not
she
going
went
into
to the
overtime
Sparks.
before
So
you
there's-
storm the court.
Yeah.
So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you
She's going to the
hundreds.
Sparks.
Terry Morin just keeps getting it done as coach of the Indiana Hoosiers. She has her team in the NCAA tournament for the 6th straight year. And against Utah, there's a real chance to advance to the second round in a pretty evenly matched game. However, after that, South Carolina probably awaits, and the Gamecocks seem like they're on a mission.
All right, you guys. I'm going with Indiana. What do you think? Freedom Runner. Hey, Freedom. Welcome. Welcome. Jump right in the conversation. I want to go with Indiana. Okay, so wait, it says Indiana. Can you read out loud wins, losses listed above? Yes. I can do that. Let me go back. So I have to go back into that preview because it doesn't say here. Okay. Yes. Utah is 22-8 and Indiana 19-12. 22-8 Utah at number 8. Number 9 Indiana 19-12. Now Utah has got a new coach, right? Because their coach is moving over to the LA Sparks. Probably the job Lisa Leslie wanted but didn't get. I still feel like going for Indiana, but man, this is a toss-up. What do you guys think? Indiana over Utah, I'm seeing. Wild card. Indiana for me. Okay. Big Ten, tougher conference. Summer says Utah. Welcome, Freedom's in the house. Indiana. Indiana too. Okay. Indiana. So who said Utah? Indiana got better. She used to say wild card. Indiana. Still Indiana. Indiana will beat. I got a Utah in here though. I'll give you the link to come on to see Summer. Some of you want to come on? Because I don't know. It's one of those. Here's the link again. Summer, if you want to go, come on, say, wait for me. I'm coming on. All right. You got no pony in this race, right? I was getting on Amar's bandwagon. Amar, you want to come on? You want to convince us? Holler at me if you do. It has a better record. Yeah. Click that link. You want to come on, Amar, or no? Summer says she was just going with Amar. I don't know. He says, okay, you're good with Indy. All right. So we're going with Indy. Now we're taking, is it a big risk? I don't know, but Utah's got the better record, got the better seed. But we're saying Indiana. Let's move on. Alabama is a 5. Green Bay is 12. Who do we have there? Let's look at their records. Alabama is 23-8 at the 5 seed. Green Bay is 29-5. So much better record for Green Bay, but they must have played a lighter schedule because there's a huge difference between a 5 and a 12. My vote is for Alabama. Okay, we got Bama. Indiana plays Big Ten, beat Iowa by 7. I don't even know what conference Utah is in anymore. Okay, all right. Bama can light up threes. They're tough in the paint. This is why I need you guys because I have no idea. Araceli says, I really don't know college basketball. I don't watch it. I'll learn from y'all, right? I'm learning too. There are a few I know, but I haven't done these bracket thing. All right, let's go with Alabama. Now we got Maryland 4 versus Norfolk State. Maryland is a 4. Norfolk State is a 13. I'm going with Maryland. Are we in agreement? Cat 5. I'm down with Maryland. Maryland, Sandy says. Maryland, Summer says. Cat says Alabama also. All right. Maryland. All right. Anybody against Maryland on this? All right, let's go. Maryland number 4 over Norfolk State. Now we've got a 6 versus 11. West Virginia against, is it Columbia, Washington? They don't even have a preview.
Hello? See, I'm backstage and you can hear me, but we can't see Adrienne. Is that right?
Hold up. Yeah. Oh, this is so frustrating.
I only came backstage to look for you. I told them they thought I was kidding, but I'm going to leave when you come back.
So wait, can you hear me? Can you see me? Okay, so you guys can see me, which is so weird because it's not show. Can you hear me? All right, which is weird because it's not letting me see me. Kara, can you hear me? We can hear you, but not see you. Yeah, I don't see me either. Add to the stage. Yeah, it's not. Okay, wait, can you see me now? Tell me you can see me now. Yay, okay. So Kara, come back on. The internet still is not showing like it's on. So I don't know what it's doing. Now I got to see what it did to our bracket. But either way, we remember it's still here. It's still here. It's still here. Okay. Oh man, this internet stuff. Okay, and welcome D, welcome. We had little technical difficulties in my internet. It's still not showing like it's on. The Invisible Adrienne Ross Show. Welcome to the Adrienne Ross Show, the Invisible Edition. All right, so let's Kara, you wanted to come back on? Kara came backstage looking for me. She said, it's still there, so that's good. If not, we remember what we picked. So it gave me time to go join. I'm glad you did. Welcome. Okay, so we left off with West Virginia versus Columbia, Washington. Are we good with West Virginia? Yes, welcome everybody. I gotta share the screen again, and hopefully we're good again. Okay, here we go again. So hopefully you can see it there. West Virginia, Columbia, Washington. What do we got? West Virginia. All right, everybody's good with West Virginia. Thank you for hanging with me here with this technology. All right. North Carolina number 3 versus Oregon State 14. Are we going with UNC? Okay, so we got the West Virginia. Everybody's good with that. Tar Heels in the house. We got the Tar Heels. Bracket is back. Okay, UNC. Okay, let's go with North Carolina. Moving on to Vanderbilt versus Oregon. That's a 7 versus a 10. This is the Oregon that Ionescu and Satu Sabali went to, right? Not Oregon State, but Oregon, right? Am I right about that? Vanderbilt 7, Oregon 10. Let's look at the preview. So Vanderbilt has a 22-10 record and is a number 7 seed. Oregon has a 19-11 record and is a 10 seed. Which y'all got? Who you got? We're split. Okay, so I see Michaela will score 50. We got Vandy. I see Oregon, Vandy. Who's in Oregon's conference? Somebody check on that. Vanderbilt set someone, didn't they? This one seems split. It is split. Pick it out of the hat. I need somebody to get on here and okay, so Vandy beat Tennessee this year. Vandy plays a tougher tougher schedule. Vandy on the rise, has a really good record. I need somebody who wants to get on here and convince us we can't be busting brackets. Here's the link. Who's got a strong feeling? Oregon in the Big Ten. Okay, so I'm getting Vandy and I'm getting Oregon. Sueda, yes. Who are you choosing? Oregon beat Iowa in. Okay. It's a tough one. Okay, Sueda says Oregon. Let me see what she said. Oregon in Big Ten, they only rated this high because they beat Iowa by 1. All right, so you're going with Vandy, right? But I got some Oregon folks. Retro's family's Vandy grads. She can't go against them. Still going with Vandy? Okay. Go with Vandy. It seems like people feeling really strong. Oregon beat Iowa in a good one. She Juicer said, anybody want to come on? Please do, right? Araceli, give us your college basketball knowledge. Okay. Juicer, you want to come on? You don't have to even be on video if you don't want. Some people just come on and they just do audio. I'd like to hear because I don't know. All you do is click on that link. And you can shut off the video and just do audio. Okay, so you don't know Vandy at all. Okay. But you can talk about Oregon. You're picking Oregon, right? Open mic. I'm giving the choice to Summer. Summer, who you got? Who you got? The reason I'm going with Vandy is the coach. Oh, Shay Ralph. Yeah, I remember Shay Ralph when she was a point guard back then. It blows my mind when I think about how old they are. I'm like, I remember you when you were in college. How is it possible that you are? How much time has gone by? Okay, Amor says Oregon faced SEC team Auburn and only won by like 2. Auburn is one of the worst teams in the SEC. Okay, go with Vandy. All right, so we're gonna go with Vandy then. We're gonna go for Vandy, and Vanderbilt is a 7, Oregon's a 10. So let's go. All right, number 2, Duke. Kara Lawson's Dukies. Is it Lehigh or Leahy? How do you say that? Duke is 26-7, and Leahy is 27-6. Extremely close, but Duke is a 2 against the 15. I say go with Duke. Okay. All right, we're going with Duke. Kara Lawson went to Tennessee under Pat Summitt's tutelage. We're going with Duke. All right, so now we're going down to Regional 3. Is that how we're going? 1, 2, and then down 3 and 4. All right, number 1 Texas versus 16 HPU, William and Mary. Okay, yes, Duke. Okay, we got Duke. So now Auburn has good guards but has no depth. Texas. Yep, we're going with Texas. Number 1. Illinois or Creighton. This is, again, an 8 versus a 9. Illinois, Creighton. Illinois is 21-9. Creighton is 26-6. 21-9, 26-6. Illinois, Creighton. I want to go with Illinois. What do you guys? Okay, Creighton. Okay. Go with the stronger conference. Which conference is the stronger conference, though? Remember, I need y'all. Illinois. I got an Illinois. I got a couple Creightons. Illinois. I'm thinking Illinois, but there's another Creighton. D-Hawk says This is a toss-up. I picked Creighton, but Illinois is Big Ten and are finally better. Oh my goodness, I don't know what to do with this. Creighton is Big East, Big Ten, but who did Illinois beat? Good question. I don't know. Which Illinois? Springfield, Illinois? Your guess is as good as mine with these college teams. I only know a few of them. It's a toss-up. Anybody got a word to share? Want to come on? Tell us what you're thinking, and then we can figure it out. Maybe one person can come on and talk about Creighton, or somebody else can come on and talk about Illinois, or somebody can talk about Illinois and just tell us why Illinois is the team to beat. Yeah. Oh, fighting the lineup. Okay. Hey, Troop. Troop, who do you pick? Troop, who you pick? Creighton or Illinois? Huh? Masking the cat. What do we got? What do we got? Anybody coming on? See, Araceli, I wish you knew college basketball. Who were Creighton's key wins? Will it tell me? Let's see. Creighton women's basketball schedule. Let's see. Okay, so they beat. Oh, these are exhibition games. They beat. Get past. They beat Drake. They beat Nebraska. They beat Wichita State. They beat Syracuse, Tulsa, Xavier, Northern Iowa, Green Bay, Wyoming. They lost to UCLA 41-70. They beat St. John's, Butler, Providence, Marquette, Seton Hall, DePaul, Butler. They lost to They lost to Connecticut, but only 61-72. That's close. 61-72. They beat Georgetown, Providence, Seton Hall again, Villanova, Georgetown again, St. John's again, DePaul again. And then they lost to Connecticut again, but only 53-72. I mean, only, Villanova, they beat again. I mean, so, and then they lost to Connecticut 50-70. Is this another year? This might be, is this 20 the right season? Yeah, it says 24-25. But we haven't had March 22nd yet. Some of these dates. I don't know. It says 24-25. Oh, yeah. 24-25. That is the right one. So they just lost to Connecticut on March 10th, 50-70. What do you think? Illinois. Hey, Martha. So we're going with Illinois, right? We're going with Illinois. But I was just going with Creighton. That's Creighton right there. Hung close with UConn. Beat some of the big ones. Illinois. Okay. All right. So we'll go with it. All those wins by Creighton. All right. We're going with Illinois. The 8 over the 9. Now we got my Tennessee Lady Vols, number 5, versus South Florida, number 12. What do you guys have? I know I'm not going against my Tennessee. That wind is strong out there. Their internet is still showing that it's not up, but it's obviously up. Interesting. All right, we going with the Lady Vols. Okay. Definitely in the first round. Okay, number 4, Ohio State versus 13 Montana State. I say Ohio. What say you? Do I have the Illinois wins and losses? Lots of folks pick Creighton. Yeah. But everybody said the consensus was that. Let me see if I can find that. Let me see if I can find it. Illinois women's basketball. I do. Let's see. Going back to Illinois real quick. We had a question on the floor. So for Illinois, we had they beat Lewis. They beat Florida State. They beat Marquette, Eastern Illinois, Lemoyne, Oregon State, Maryland Eastern Shore. They lost to Kentucky 53-76. They beat Canisius. They lost to Ohio State 74-83. Pretty close. They beat Bradley, Southern Indiana. They almost beat Oregon. They beat Oregon 64-59, barely, but they beat Oregon. And they lost to Washington, Minnesota. They beat Iowa 62-57. They beat Iowa. Another close one. They beat Indiana. They lost to Michigan State. They beat Northwestern. They beat Purdue. They beat Rutgers. They beat Maryland 66-65. This is Illinois. So I think we're good there, right? We're going to stick with Illinois over Creighton, right? All right. Araceli says she wasn't as well versed in college. Yeah, I'm good with Illinois too. I just wanted to go back over that. All right. Are we going with Ohio State over Montana? Okay, we're going with Illinois. Ohio State over Montana. That's a 4 over 13. Okay, I'm going with Ohio State. Moving on. All right, Michigan 6 over ISU. I'm saying Michigan. Do you agree? Ohio is high in the middle and round on both ends. Ohio. Michigan. Okay, we got Ohio. We've got Michigan. Now, Notre Dame, number 3 versus SF Austin, number 14. Shall we say Hannah Hidalgo, Olivia Miles, Sonia Citron, Coach Neil Ivey? Kara says no on Notre Dame. Oh, no. I'm sorry. We're on the other one. Notre Dame over SF Austin, Michigan in the previous one. All right, we're going with Notre Dame. What about number 7, Louisville versus number 10, Nebraska? Irish are coming in hot. I hope so, because they're not playing their best basketball. They've lost the last 3 out of 5, but let's go Notre Dame. That Tennessee, number 1 for me. Then it's a toss-up between Notre Dame and Iowa. Really Notre Dame, but Iowa, CC's alma mater. What do you guys think? Louisville? Coin flip. Nebraska. Freedom says Nebraska. Retro says Nebraska. Yes, Neil Ivey, I like her too. So I'm getting Nebraska. Yeah, who knows about this one? I'm gonna pop it up here and see who they've lost to. If somebody wants to come on, let us know. So this is, let me go with Louisville. Let me put Louisville in here. Louisville women's basketball. Okay, schedule. We have they're 21-10 overall. They lost their last game. They have beaten Southern Indiana, UT Martin. They lost to Kentucky by 10 in overtime. They beat Morehead State, South Florida, Colorado, They lost to Oklahoma 72-78. They lost to UConn 52-85. Grambling State 96-57 they won. NC State 42-72. This is Louisville. Memphis they won. Boston College they won. Miami they won. Wake Forest they won. Pitt they won. Georgia Tech they won. Syracuse they won. They lost to Virginia Tech. They won against Virginia. They won against SMU. They lost to Notre Dame 71-89. Stanford they beat. They beat Duke, by the way, 70-62. But they lost by 4 to North Carolina. They beat Clemson. And then they lost to Notre Dame 59-72. So I could go on. But what do you think? Louisville? I went and found Adrienne backstage. You did. So Big Ten tougher conference than ACC. So what do you guys think? That FSU game was big for Louisville. Okay. Changing to Louisville. I'm still, hey, Sheila's in the house. All right. So it's guys, I don't know what to do on this one unless somebody needs to come on. Don't be shy. Come on and tell us why you're picking what you're picking. Let us know. There's the link. Click it. You don't have to be on video. You can just be on audio. We do it all the time. It's no big deal. We're stuck. We're stuck with number 10, Nebraska, number 11, Louisville. Sueda says Louisville. Kara is indifferent. Pope says Louisville. G, do you feel strongly enough or retro about Nebraska to come on and tell us why? We could choose alphabetically. We could choose by who had the most pretty, that has the prettiest jerseys. I need to hear some good advice. Me too. I don't know what to do. Freedom, anybody? If not, I'm going to pick the higher seed. Which is Big Ten? Freedom says, I'm picking whoever wears red. Oh, goodness. I don't know what conference this is. All right, we got to make a decision. New member. Kelvar, welcome. Welcome. Maybe you can help us. Maybe you can help us. We're trying to figure out, is it going to be number 7 Louisville or number 10 Nebraska in the first round? We got to get it moving. Plus, if Louisville wins, they'll play TCU and Haley Van Lith. Okay. They both wear red. Okay, so now we're really in trouble. Let's choose Louisville, Summer says. My crystal ball said Nebraska, but that was a gut feeling. Louisville's ACC, a basketball league. Oh my goodness, we are stuck. I need people to come on. Come on, get on the audio. Oh, somebody. Haley Van Lith was on Louisville 2 years ago when CC had her 40-point triple-double. Yeah, she went from Louisville to LSU and now to TCU. So does that mean yes, we're going for it, or no, we're not going for it? I say if we can't figure it out, we need to go for the number 7 seed. That's my thought, but I don't know. I haven't seen either of them play. What are we doing? Pick the 7. I'm going to pick the 7. Unless somebody listen, if you feel strongly enough to pick the 10, then come on and tell us. Who's coming? Raise your hand. Wave your hand. Raise your hand if you're sure. We're going back. Old commercials. All right. All right. So I'm going to pick the high seed then. As Sheila said, I saw Louisville in person. All right. I'm going for 7. Okay. I don't know about this, but I'm going for it. All right. Louisville. Next. We're going TCU over Fairleigh Dickinson, right? Number 2, TCU over number 15. I think that's a no-brainer. Haley Van Lith. Let's go. TCU. Yes. All right. So now we go on over here to Regional 4. USC over UNC. Of course, we're going with USC unless this is a huge upset. Is Juju going to choke? Or are we going with Juju? USC. Okay. Their coach is not happy that they were not given the number 1 overall seed. Not happy. Okay. So we're going with USC. Now, California number 8 or Mississippi State number 9. This is where we get confused. The 8 versus the 9. Cal or Dine? Let me look at the preview. Cal is 25-8. Mississippi State is 21-11. And it's a 9 seed. I say we go with Cal. What do you say? Oh, I got Cal. I got Mississippi State. USC, but in protest. We're done with California teams. Let's go with Mississippi State. We already got USC in there. We got UCLA in there. Sheila said, got to go with Cal. And then I got a Mississippi State. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. We're still in the round of 64. I live in California, Kelly. So what are we going with? Who's coming on? SEC. Okay, what are we picking here? I mean, this is a toss-up. Scipio said, did Cal play USC and UCLA? If so, Cal. Okay, good question. Anybody know? Anybody know? So this is California. This is hard work. Let's see. We got California. Cal women's basketball. Okay, let's see what we got. I'm going to look at the schedule and see who they played. They have played, they beat St. Mary. I'm looking for if they play California, another California team. They beat Alabama. They beat Stanford. I'm just looking for some names that will stand out. They beat North Carolina State. Wow. They beat NC State. No, this can't be right. Is this right for this year? Yeah. They beat NC State. And they beat Florida State. They lost to Duke 38-72. They beat Wake Forest. They beat Stanford. They lost to North Carolina, but 52-65. They lost to Louisville 63-70. They lost to Notre Dame. They beat Boston. They beat Syracuse. Look like everybody's beating Syracuse. They lost to Virginia Tech. They won against Virginia. They won against Miami. They lost again against Notre Dame by 9 points. And what do you think? Which one are we going for, guys? Lots of Cal. No, they did not play USC or UCLA. So it's a toss-up, right? But they beat North Carolina State. I don't know what to do. When I don't know what to do, I'm going to go with the higher seed. And California is the higher seed. Most others are picking Mississippi State. Okay. Don't trust ACC records. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go with Mississippi State. I'm going to not go with the higher seed. And we're just going to just keep it moving. Kansas State 5 versus Fairfield 12. Are we cool with Kansas State on this one? The 5 over the 12. Sueda says she's going with Cal. That's tough. I had to make a decision. The game is a toss-up. Okay. Freedom is sticking with that too. All right. Kansas City State. Yeah, I don't know what to do. I took a chance on that one and went with Mississippi State, but I don't know. All right. Kansas. We got Kansas. Kentucky number 4 versus Liberty 13. Are we good with Kentucky at 4? 4 over 13. Y'all good? Summer said, I think our bracket is gonna burn. I don't know. I'm not sure about that California one. All right, Kentucky State. Let's go. Kentucky State. Now we're gonna go with Iowa 6 over Murray State 11. Yes, Iowa. Most brackets do cause a 12-15 seed win. Adrienne, go with Cal if that's what your gut says. My gut ain't saying nothing. My gut says I don't have a clue. I don't even know. Cal over Mississippi State. I kind of feel like Cal, but I don't know. But we just gonna let it go. Unless somebody comes on here and says I'm gonna come on and plead my case. Okay, Iowa. We got Iowa. Now, Oklahoma 3 versus FGCU. That's a 14. Let's go with Oklahoma. Yes. Then we would have Iowa against Oklahoma 6 versus 3. Oklahoma. Yes, yes. Okay. Literally. Now we got Oklahoma State at 7 versus South Dakota State at 10. Oklahoma State 7 and then 10 for South Dakota State. Oklahoma State, that's what I feel. That's what I think. Araceli says there aren't many upsets in college, right? So the higher seed is always the logical choice. There are less upsets in women's game, I think, than the men's. Okay, D says this is my upset game. I picked South Dakota State. Okay. Kim SW picked South Dakota State also. So now we got Oklahoma State and we got South Dakota State. Summer says there are upsets every year. Oklahoma State. I'm thinking Oklahoma State too, but not everybody's feeling that. You have a rationale? Amar, are you coming on? Oh, you have no rationale. I thought you were coming on. Here's the link again. Anybody want to come on? You don't have to be on video. You can just be on audio. Tell us what we need to know to make a good decision here. This is the Adrienne Ross Show bracket. We want to do well. What you got? What you got? Now, I thank you all. Thank you guys for being on and participating. Remember, we also have my internet is still acting up. We also have people who are watching who are not on here. They're probably yelling, right? We can't hear them, but they're probably saying, pick this, auction it off. The game will be at UConn, so no home court. So call in somebody. Yeah, somebody want to jump on? Okay, Sheila, be right back. What am I doing, guys? If I don't know, I'm going to pick the higher seed. I'm going to pick the 7 over the 10. Unless we think this is the upset. Adrienne, our bracket should have all the underdogs winning at every stage. Oh, no. That's not gonna happen. All right, I'm gonna go with Oklahoma State. We can revisit. That's what I got for now. UConn, is UConn the upset versus Arkansas State? No, UConn right there. Number 2, UConn. Oklahoma got killed in their tournament game. They may not have recovered. Either that or they're really out. They're really out for blood. Yeah, UConn. Let's click the box and go on. All right. Okay, so D said I can pick Oklahoma State, but on her, she's gonna pick South Dakota, right? All right, so where we are done with the first round. I picked Oklahoma State. So let's go back to the top. Let's go. Let's pick it up. UCLA 1 versus Georgia Tech. We already got that. So UCLA, do we have Ole Miss or Baylor? We had already picked UCLA before I moved on to the regional 2. Ole Miss or Baylor? That's a 5 versus 4. I figure Baylor at 4. What do you think? Oh, I got Ole Miss. Or we could scrap this bracket and pick another, picking the best mascots, the best sneakers. What did Amar say? He said Ole Miss. Ole Miss. Okay. Ole Miss. Yeah, it's getting harder. All right, I'm gonna go with Ole Miss unless going once, going twice. I said Baylor only because it's a 4, but between the 4 and the 5, it really doesn't matter. Baylor just because it's a Texas team. Cat says Ball State. Ole Miss. All right, Kara's yelling Ole Miss. I'm gonna go with Ole Miss. You heard Retro though. Retro's on record as saying Baylor. Scipio says Baylor. I got others who said Ole Miss, and then I got Cat who's still stuck on Ball State. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go with unless somebody comes on, I'm going with Ole Miss. All right, now Florida State 6 versus Florida State or LSU, guys. 6 versus 3. LSU, FSU, and LSU. Gonna be fantastic. I got a Florida. I got an LSU. I got an LSU. Another LSU. Kim Mulkey says thank you. I got an LSU. Sheila's back. LSU. Hate LSU. Okay, but can they win the game? Flage gonna be back. This is another possible upset. I'm going with FSU. LSU. Okay, so some people on their individuals, they're going to go with FSU. I'm going to listen to the majority here, and I'm going to go with LSU. That's a good one. Let me look at the records real quick. We got FSU at 23-8, and we got LSU at 28-5. All right. Michigan State or North Carolina State. That's a 7 versus a 2. If LSU still have players out for the upset, but since we don't know, you have to pick LSU. Okay, yeah. I hear you, Kelvar. I hear that. I agree. Michigan State on this one. Michigan State at 7 over number 2, North Carolina State. NC State. I'm saying NC State. Amar's not sold on NC State. Happy to go with Michigan State in an upset. All right, if Flage's back, that may push LSU, MSU, and we got a North Carolina State. North Carolina State's been doing business. All right. What are we going to do about this one, you guys? What are we going to do? We need to go with Summer. Summer says she'll go with Michigan State. North Carolina State. Michigan State is overranked. Okay. Y'all go with North Carolina? Oh, goodness. You changed yours. Now we go. I'm going with North Carolina. And then you guys are going back to Michigan. Another North Carolina. I'm going to go with Retro on this one. I'm going to go with North Carolina. NC State. That's what I think from what I've seen of them play and their coach. And then, yeah. Okay, let's go to Regional 2. South Carolina over Indiana. I'm going to not even pause on that one. South Carolina of Indiana. Now we got 5-4. Alabama or Maryland? Alabama's 5, Maryland's 4. What do we got? Yeah, we got South Carolina. I didn't even ask. We all, So do we have Alabama or Maryland? 5 versus 4. Yeah, this one is always tough. Maryland, Summer says. Maryland may be able to outrun. Okay. That's where Angel Reese went. I think DeJournette was there as well before she went to Baylor or something. All right, we're going Maryland, but a very tough call, Kara says. All right, let's make that tough call. It is Maryland. Bye-bye, Alabama. So now West Virginia, 6 versus North Carolina, 3. I'm inclined to go with the 3. What do you guys think? I can't get on board with Alabama any further than the second round, Summer says. Oh, that's right. DeJournette was at Stanford. Okay, yeah. And then she went to Baylor. All right. Need some help here. I see North Carolina. Okay, so now we got Maryland, West Virginia. This is West Virginia or North Carolina. North Carolina. I got Kelber with West Virginia, but most are saying North Carolina. And since it's a 3 seed, I'm going to go with North Carolina. All right, now we got Vanderbilt versus Duke. I'm going with Duke. Kara Lawson, former Lady Vol, always a Lady Vol. Jessica X gifted a membership. So somebody who's here, who's not a member, should be getting that and joining us. YouTube selects it. Jessica, thank you so much for doing that. It's amazing. Maybe the person will have the answer we need. Ryan, welcome, Ryan. How do you guys tell who it was? It doesn't tell me. Why does it keep secrets from me? Welcome, Ryan. Wonderful. Okay. And Kara gifted a membership. Somebody come on in. Welcome. Thank you, Kara. Okay. Who we got? Former Sacramento Monarchs champion. Who's the former champion of the Monarchs? Andrew, welcome. Andrew, welcome to the channel. I haven't found Ryan yet. He went by so fast. Okay. Who do we have? Who do we have? Where are we? I've lost track of where we are. Are we doing LSU, North Carolina State? Is that where we are, or where are we? Somebody remind me of where we are. Feels like Christmas, right? Which one are we on? I totally lost track. Are we in? I gotta find this because we're at Duke. Where are we? Okay. Oh, we're at Duke and Vandy. Goodness, I lost track. We're at Duke. We're at Duke and Vandy. Thank you. Totally didn't even remember what side we were on. Thank you for that. Okay, so we're going with Duke. Where was that? I'm seeing some people say Duke. I'm seeing some people say Vandy. Duke, reluctantly. Vandy. I'm gonna go with Duke. I'm seeing Duke, Vandy, Duke versus Vanderbilt. Duke. Okay. Duke. Okay, I'm going to go with Duke then. Majority seems to say Duke, and it's Carol Lawson. Lady Vols, I'm going to go with that. Okay, now we swing on over, back over to 3, right? Regional, no, we go down to 3. Texas or Illinois? Number 1, Texas. Number 8, Illinois. I got Texas. Who you got? Duke in a close game, Kelvin said, in a close game. I see a lot more of the green names. Hooray. Yes. Yes, this is the only people you're going to see in the chat, Araceli, for this one are people who are members. Others can watch, but only you members are participating in this one. So they all should be green. And we're growing in the green thanks to so many generous people. And remember, if you want to get on, I want to hear your thoughts. There's the link once again. You can come on audio or video, whichever you want, and state your case. But I think we're all in agreement that it is Texas. And I lost that again. Okay, Texas over Illinois. Great. Now, oh goodness, my Tennessee 5 versus Ohio State 4. You guys know what I'm going to put down here. But am I wrong? I want Tennessee because, Coach Pat Summitt. I want Tennessee over Ohio State, but Tennessee makes me nervous, honestly. Back in the day, I would have said Tennessee all the way without blinking. All right, we got to go with Tennessee. All right, so Michigan 6 versus Notre Dame 3. I'm going with Notre Dame. I want Notre Dame. OSU for Kelsey Mitchell, Sheila said. Oh man, only maybe Coach Summitt can make me not go for Kelsey Mitchell. All right, Notre Dame. I see those NDs. We got Notre Dame at 3. They're going to have to play better than they've been playing lately. And now we've got Louisville. Oh, wow. Louisville and TCU. That's going to be something. Haley Van Lith. What? Oh, man. That's going to be a game. I'm going with TCU. Okay. Moving on over. Regional 4. We got 1 USC versus Mississippi State at 9. Can you say Juju? She beat her last year. We'll do it again this year, Freedom says. All right. Oh, last year when she was with LSU, right? Okay. All right. So we got USC. USC over Mississippi State. Bye-bye, Mississippi. Kansas State over Kentucky or what? That's 5 over 4. I'm going with Kentucky. What about you? I'm thinking Kentucky. Can't beat height. All right, so we got USC. Now, Mississippi State is in an upset. Kentucky, KFC. Kentucky. Okay, I'm going with Kentucky. Number 4 over 5. Now, Iowa, Hawkeyes 6 against Oklahoma 3. You know we got to go with Iowa, right? Okay. Georgia will take Kentucky to that win. All right. Let's go. Iowa. Y'all down with Iowa? Hawkeyes, Iowa. Lexi says Oklahoma. We got some Oklahomas. But we're gonna go with Iowa. We gotta go with Iowa. Now, those of you who said Oklahoma, Amar, others, click that link. Tell us why. Who's coming on? Nobody's come on, done the mic yet. Iowa, but the game is in Oklahoma, so it'll be tough, Sueda says. Okay. Hey, Sherry. Hello. Okay, so D-Hawk says she wants Iowa to win. But it sounds like you don't think they will. Okay. D-Hawk says, man, hate to say it, but Oklahoma should win. Come on, click that link. Click that link and come on and talk to us. We are biased, Kelly. It is certainly a part of our decision making here. If no one comes on, we're going to go with Iowa. Going once. Amar, come to the microphone. Come to the microphone. Amar, okay, has only been SEC for what, 6 months? CC will cheer Iowa through it. If she's in the house, it'll be like Iowa playing against USC, right? For her jersey retirement. Okay, D-Hawks at home game for Oklahoma, so I think Oklahoma will win. All right, we're gonna take a chance here, and we're gonna be loyal, and we're gonna go with Iowa. But I hear what you guys are saying, so we're gonna go Iowa though. What about Oklahoma State at 7 versus UConn? I'm going with UConn as much as I don't want to. Y'all know how I feel about UConn. My thoughts, though, Sueda says, my thoughts are if Iowa beats Oklahoma, UConn and USC are done. If Iowa beats Oklahoma, UConn and USC are done. All right, so we got UConn right here, though. All right, so here we go. Sweet 16. UCLA or Ole Miss? I think, am I right to say UCLA over Ole Miss? Kara says Lucy's going to prove points in a big way. Okay. Ooh, Amar says Ole Miss over UCLA. What did Sueda say? Let me see. What did I miss? UConn. I must have missed something. Okay. D-Hawk said that would be UConn versus Iowa rematch. UCLA. Okay, we're going with UCLA on this one. Though someone did say Ole Miss. Now, what do we have next? We've got LSU versus North Carolina State. Now we're getting to 3 versus 2. I'm going to go out on a limb and say North Carolina State. What do you guys think? Cat still talking about Ball State. LSU. Amar says LSU. Okay, I was saying North Carolina State, but I'm hearing a whole lot of LSU. Are you guys saying that Angel Reese is going to pull them through? Freedom says North Carolina State. Reese, well, they were saying that Caitlin will be in the house and she will pull her team. She will pull Iowa through. So I said, well, maybe Angel will pull LSU through. LSU, because no state play bad in conference tourney. Reese will take credit. Kim Mulkey has been here before. Yeah. All right. I'm going with LSU. I'm not going with Ball State. I'm not going to Ball State. Okay. Kara says, I will buy you a steak dinner if Ball State makes it that far. And she said, is that for Kat? All right, we're going with LSU. I let the record show my thought was North Carolina State, but I'm going with LSU with you guys. All right, hands. Let's go over here. South Carolina or Maryland? Now we got 1 versus 4. South Carolina or Maryland? For Kat. I think we're going to go with South Carolina, or is South Carolina going to be upset at all? Everybody's going with South Carolina. Dawn Staley's not happy that she's not the overall 1 seed. All right, Gamecocks. I'm not going to be rooting for them, but I will pick them. Now, North Carolina versus Duke. 3 versus 2. I'm saying Duke. What do you guys think? North Carolina versus Duke. Duke. I got Duke. Duke. Kara Lawson. Duke. They just beat North Carolina State in overtime. Doesn't matter. They both lose to South Carolina. That's the way it says. So it doesn't matter. Duke, but hard to beat a team multiple times. Okay, let's go with Duke. Let's do it. Let's Duke it. That's that North Carolina thing. Did I do that in the right spot? North Carolina Duke. Okay, so now we get to go. Where are we going? Where are we going? Did I miss something here? Where am I supposed to be going? Am I supposed to be going down here? Texas versus Tennessee. I think that's where we are. It's all starting to run together in my head. Okay, thank you. I told you I needed y'all. Texas versus Tennessee. Oh, man. You guys know I love Tennessee. But 1 versus 5 here. I got to go with, I'm seeing Lady Vols. I'm seeing Texas hook 'em. I got to go. Guys, I got to go with my heart on this one. I don't know that I think they'll win. I don't know. But yeah, Karis, because we have to. Yeah, see, Pat Summitt is looking over me over there. I got her book right there. I got to go with Lady Vols. Maybe this will be the year that they look like they used to look. I'm going with Tennessee. I don't know, but I'm going with Tennessee. I don't really believe that. I don't think. Okay. Oh, now we have Notre Dame at 3 versus TCU at 2. I'm like, you need the Lady Vols. Tennessee, have faith. Yes. Okay. TCU over Notre Dame. Notre Dame, TCU. Haley Van Lith needs to win this game, but she won't. Notre Dame. I'm feeling Notre Dame too, Araceli. I'm feeling Notre Dame. Notre Dame, it's their time. Go, Hidalgo. Notre Dame. All right, I'm going with Notre Dame. Notre Dame avenges their loss. Okay, so Notre Dame, we're going with it. A 3 over the 2. And now we're coming over here. And we've got USC and Kentucky. What do you guys think? I think this could be. Hannah Hidalgo and Miles have been clicking. They haven't been playing well in the last few games, which is kind of scary, but USC over Kentucky. At some point, I think Juju's going to choke. I just feel like at some point she's going to choke, but is this that point? Okay, Shield says Juju going to show out. Kentucky. I predict USC will hit a wall, get fatigued at this point. Yeah, I don't see them going all the way. Okay, Freedom says it won't be this game. I just can't see Kentucky winning. Okay, yes, this is the point. USC doesn't have 3 wins in a row in them. Ooh, Amor says Juju needs those free throws. Yeah, she's master getting to the line. Juju chokes maybe if she makes the finals. All right, so I'm going to go with USC. Then. When did they lose last year? And how was it 8 or was it 16? Elite 8 or 16? Where did they go last year? I remember the game when they lost. I just don't remember what it was. Elite 8. Okay. All right. So we're going to go with Juju. We'll get her here. USC over Kentucky. Now, let's go up here. And now we've got UCLA versus LSU. Who gets that one? Oh, I missed UConn and Iowa. Okay, wait. How did I miss that? Where am I? UConn and Iowa. I'm lost. Somebody help me. Oh, thank you. All right. Oh, how did I miss this? Oh, man. Iowa, UConn. Oh, I see it now. Thank you. Which one? Thank you for the directions. Summer says Iowa. UConn. Remember when they got, wasn't it Aaliyah Edwards on the moving screen? UConn will win. D-Hawk says UConn, but I don't want them to. UConn, sad. Nobody likes UConn. Everything is like, sadly. Lucy is no Caitlin. UConn. Did Iowa beat UConn this year? When I've seen Juju play, she reminds me of Luka Doncic. Great scorer, bad conditioning. Oh, okay, so no. All right. She's not, but I don't want to pick Gino, so I'm living in my dream world. UConn. All right, Jincy. I guess I'm going to go with UConn. I hate to do it, but let's do it. It'll be sweeter than when they lose. All right. Sorry, Iowa. So sorry. Prove us wrong, please, Iowa. Prove us wrong. Lucy Lou. Okay. So back up here. Hopefully I'm not missing anything. UCLA versus LSU. 1 versus 3. I'm going with UCLA. You hate this. Hang on. Did I miss something? Do we make Iowa the dark horse? Kara says. Kara says, hang on. Do we want to go Iowa over UConn? I don't think they do, Kara. I think they said reality says Gino gets the win. UConn, but one. Okay. Oh, I don't like picking UConn. Okay, so Summer made Iowa over UConn. Move on. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll move on. But, I would love to see that. I hope you're right. My bracket is not like your bracket. Yeah, I know people. This is the Adrienne Ross show bracket. And it might, but I know individually I had a couple I would have done differently too. I'm relying on you guys. Okay, UCLA, I hear. So down goes Kim Mulkey. Down. Who knows what she'll be wearing that day, but it's going down. All right. So now over here, South Carolina or Duke? Oh my goodness, I would love it. Oh wait, you guys, wait. Amar is saying LSU. Amar is saying, Amar, you want LSU too? Now that's how you know Caitlin did the virtual impossible to get to the Final Four when they did. I'm surprised you have them going this far. For real. All right. Well, I want to stop because Amar sounds like he's about LSU. Come on the microphone, Amar. Come on. He says talk about it. I want somebody to come. Anybody. Come on. What do you think? Here's the link. He's not convinced that LSU is going down to UCLA. I just posted it right up there. Here it is again. Click right on there. Everybody was saying UCLA. He said, hold up. Wait a minute. He says. Oh, I don't know why I always thought it was a guy by the name.
Hi, that's okay. My name is ambiguous. Sorry, I'm hearing feedback, so let me figure out how to.
Okay, I'm gonna stop the share for a moment so I can add you, if it lets me. It won't let me add you to the main screen thingy. Let me see. Okay, so now it won't let me add you up here. That's weird, but we can hear you.
Okay. Are you hearing feedback when I talk though?
No.
Okay.
Sorry, I can't add her. I can't add her to the screen. Now, is it Amar or Amor?
It's Amor, yeah. Spanish
Amor.
love.
What a
Spanish
pretty.
love.
What is the origin? Can you hear me?
I'm Filipino, but we use a lot of Spanish names and words.
Filipino. Okay, Amor. All this time I thought it was a guy's name. I had a student named Amor. Amar, I want you on the screen, and I don't know why it's not letting me do that. I stopped sharing the other one. It's me. Okay, hang on with me here. Hang on. This one. Let me see. Hang with me here. It won't let me add you. You reached the limit of 8 custom. I don't want a custom layout. I want to put her on here. All right, let me try. Let me see if I can get you on here. Add. No, it won't. Okay, we can hear her. Sorry. Talk to us.
All right. I'm going to be delayed because I'm hearing feedback, so I'm waiting for that to pass.
Oh, do you have another YouTube channel open or?
Ooh.
Because that's what happened to me before. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, let me close. Yeah, let me close that.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't. It won't let me add her.
Okay. Yeah, that actually did it, Adrienne. Thank you.
Excellent. All right.
So
you guys can hear.
Can we
you.
take a look at the individual matchups for LSU and UCLA? Because against the guards, I really like Flau'jae and last year Poa. Michaela Williams is very strong in the post. And I'm not sold on Betts. I like Morrow a lot more than I do Betts.
Okay. So, wow. So who's shutting down Betts?
Morrow.
Okay. Morrow.
And USC showed everybody how, right? The first 2 games.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah. And they wasn't looking so good the last game either until the second half, like fourth quarter. Lauren Betts, I think, had 4 points going into the halftime.
Yeah.
And then wow. Okay. Excellent. And so you're sold on LSU.
I'm sold on LSU. I understand that I have an SEC bias, but LSU, I really like their big 3 against UCLA.
Okay. All right. Let me see if there you are. There you are. I had to put you on solo. Hi. Okay, so you guys heard what she said. Now stay right where you are. Is there someone else who wants to come on while she's still on? Of course, then I may not see both of you. It may not let me see you both. But okay, you guys heard what she said. I want you to make your case again. Go straight.
Yeah, so just looking at the individual matchups, or at least at the different positions, I think the LSU guards, Flau'jae and Lester Poa, are stronger than the UCLA guards. In the post, I really like Michaela Williams. And at center, in a 1v1 matchup, I think Morrow is stronger than Lauren Betts.
Okay.
So that's how I'm framing it. At least I'm just looking at the matchups in the different positions.
Right. It's all about matchups.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Excellent. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for the invite.
Yeah. All right. Okay. Bye-bye. All right. You guys heard that. You heard it. Somebody else want to come on? I'm seeing people. Kat says great insights. Who had to leave us? Amor, translation, love. Oh, beautiful. Yes, beautiful name. All this time I thought Amor was a guy, just from the name. Oh, Summer had to go. We're gonna miss you, Summer. We'll wrap it up for you. Had to step away. Who was that? That was Amor. Amor says that. Turn this heater off. Amor talked about the matchups and said that she believes that LSU is gonna win based on those matchups that she explained. So Morrow over Lauren Betts, Flau'jae, the guard play. She's feeling better about it. Just found out I have a $6,000 repair on my Jeep. Oh my goodness. Like you got to pay $6,000 for your Jeep? I'm sorry to hear that. If that is so, sounds like it's almost better to sounds like it might be worth a new vehicle. But yes, God does provide. I'm sorry to hear that though. Oh, I'm bringing up. I know, but for repair, 6,000 in repairs is wild. All right, I'm sorry. Let me bring the bracket back up. Let me bring it back up. So glad to have add to the stage. Let me go back to, I think it was this one I had, or was it this one? This one. Okay. So glad to have Amor come on. I'd love to have somebody else come on because, oh, you owe 19,000. Woo. Amor usually female. Yeah, I had a student named Amar, and that's why all this time I always thought it was a guy. But yes, I agree with Araceli. Thanks, Amor, for sharing your knowledge. So there's the case there for LSU over UCLA. Anybody else want to chime in? Because she made a good point. Okay, D-Hawk says still betting on bets. I like what you did there. So I think you can see the bracket now, right? Anybody else? LSU guards. That's what she said. LSU guards. What do you guys think? Let's do a revote now. Okay. I'm changing my, okay, do a revote. So Freedom is changing to LSU. Araceli says hard to see anyone overpowering bets. LSU for me, I switch. Kara switch to LSU. I have a feeling USC could choke. Me too. I feel a choke coming. Sheila is still at UCLA. I'm staying with UCLA, Kat says. So somebody come on and tell us why UCLA. Jincy, you're switching to which team? I still see some UCLA. Oh man, this is tough because this is down to the wire one. Okay, honestly, I'm not convinced UCLA makes it past Ole Miss. Wow. Okay, Moore says she's not even sure. Flip a coin. LSU Flage. Okay, I'm gonna go with the Moore. She came on, she backed it up, and I'm not getting the opposing side telling me why she's wrong. Kelver says, I think UCLA can be beaten in the region and not make the Final Four. I'm just not so LSU will be the one to do it. Okay. UCLA did get lucky against Iowa. All right. Okay. I'm cool with, I'm gonna go with the Moore. I'm gonna go with LSU. As soon as I find it again. Where am I? Why do I keep getting lost? Where am I? Okay, guys, lead me and guide me. I passed it. Am I going up, down, what? I'm so confused. I had already put in UCLA. Oh, right here. Okay. Thank you. So now we switch to LSU. Now let's go over to Regional 2. South Carolina over Duke. Did we pick that yet? Middle screen decision. South Carolina. Everybody's going with South Carolina. That's where we are now, right? Okay, everybody's going with South Carolina. The circles are white. What did I miss? Yeah, I did this already. I picked LSU. Now I'm over here. South Carolina or Duke. Everybody so far. Oh, Kara says Duke. I didn't miss anything. Freedom says yet. I'm good now. Okay, South Carolina. South Carolina. Okay. But I did see a Duke. I'd like it to be Duke, but I can't believe it's Duke. I mean, I could believe it's Duke, but I have a feeling it's South Carolina, although I'm rooting for South Carolina all the way through. Sheila says, Dawn Staley is too mad at the committee. They will not lose. Jincy is following the Duke heart. Carolina's too deep. All right. I hope they lose, but I'm gonna go with South Carolina as much as I don't want to. I'd love to see Carol Lawson prove us wrong. So now Texas, Tennessee, Notre Dame. Tennessee or Notre Dame? I'm going with, I hate to do it, but oh man, this really hurts when I think against Tennessee. Okay, Scipio said he's on record as saying Duke. Kara says, I know, Kara, I'm in the same boat. I think I got to go with Notre Dame over Tennessee. But how will Notre Dame handle that full court pressure, the constant full court pressure from Tennessee? Are they deep enough? I don't even see Tennessee beating Texas. I know, true. We didn't either, but I just had to go with it. Notre Dame is deep enough to handle that full court pressure. All right. Okay, we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. Sorry, Coach Summit. Sorry. I just went to Tennessee by reflex there. Okay, Staley's looking for a reason to get her team fired up. She wants them to feel disrespected. Will she get them to believe it? Okay. And Kara says Tennessee's weak. All right, I'm going with you guys. That's why I wanted your help. Okay, so now we've got over here USC versus UConn. Paige versus Juju Watkins. Next year, the Lady Vols go to the Final Four. Let's do it. I see UConn. This is the game where Juju chokes. Freedom says. Pope says, tired of whiny coaches and players. I hope every coach didn't mind about their seed losses. I mean, who cares what your seed is as long as you win and keep going. That's what Gino said, though. I mean, he was pretty, but I was on Mark and Rob's show yesterday. He said the reason why Gino said he didn't mind was because he wouldn't have to face them until the end. South Carolina. Paige can choke. Yeah, that's true, too. She tends to not be aggressive enough. They will overwhelm USC, UConn. Staley is playing mind games. And Gino does have that experience. Asia says that she does it with her teammates too. USC, because I can't with UConn. I can't with UConn either. I'm not a huge fan of the other team either, but I hate to do it. Man, this is tough. I want to say, I'm not sure USC even gets this far. But, guys, I don't know what to do. I can't stand Gino's team. I'm not a huge fan of Juju. And if she wins the championship, we'll never hear the end of it from everybody who's saying she's the Caitlyn before Caitlyn was Caitlyn. Of course, they say that about Paige also. And then there's there's UConn who said told Paige to come back because she don't want to be the greatest to come out of UConn and never win be the only one never win a championship. Okay, UConn can get beat, play a bad game. I don't recall ever seeing them choke. I can't with USC or UConn. For real. Don't do what, Scipio? Which one? Who do I vote for? Who are we putting in? I think either one of them could lose to the other. Either one. UConn choked against Iowa. UConn, so sorry. Paige is older than CC. She can't stay. She could stay. Again, actually, from what I hear. But there's no way she would do that. UConn. Will Paige be respected by W players if she doesn't win the chip? Yep. Yep. Does anyone see UConn getting beat before the Elite Eight? I think they could choke. I just feel somebody's choking. Scipio said USC. UConn stronger now than when they played Iowa. Yeah. All right. I hate to do it. I'm going to go with UConn. Yeah, she will look extremely silly. And Sarah Strong. Yeah. Sarah Strong will play strong. Her mother, I finally remember her name. She played in the WNBA with Dawn Staley. Allison Feaster is her mother's name. Okay. All right. I know. I hear you, Scipio. It hurts to do it. Paige is more welcome because, well, she's also made those comments. The comments about, thanking the black players and stuff like that. And so they loved her already after that. And she's got a black stepmother. So, okay. So I don't want to go for Gino. Why am I doing it then? Oh, probably because they're experienced, because I don't know. I hate to do it. Why is this bothering me so much? Go with my heart. My heart says Tennessee. No. I don't really care for either one of them. I'm gonna go with UConn. I'm gonna go with UConn. Not that I want them to win, but I don't want the other one to win either. Somebody's got to win. Okay, so now we've got LSU and UConn in the Final Four. And we've got South Carolina versus Notre Dame. What do you got? What do you got here in the Final Four? Should be an anti-UConn fan base no matter where games are played. Yeah, I hope so. It's just that we're not going to hear the end of it either way. Notre Dame, LSU. LSU. UConn and Notre Dame. UConn, unfortunately. Yeah. I'm going to go with UConn here. And it'll be sweeter when they lose, I guess. I may have to pick Notre Dame over South Carolina. LSU versus Notre Dame. Oh, man, this would be amazing. Is this the place to take the big leap and go with Notre Dame? Kara says no. LSU over UConn. Can I do that? Anybody want to plead your case? Hidalgo will have a chip on her shoulder, no respect given to her. True. LSU, Notre Dame, UConn, Notre Dame. We could go either way. Notre Dame. Wait, where we at? I'm so confused. We are over here in the Final Four area, right here in the middle. So we've got LSU, UConn, 3 versus 2, Final Four, and then South Carolina, Notre Dame. Which y'all got? Notre Dame, LSU versus Notre Dame. Notre Dame for the upset. Yes, do it. Nope. Flage is better than Paige. All right. Okay. I'm gonna go with LSU. I'm gonna go with LSU. And over here, I'm gonna be bold and go with Notre Dame. I know I'm stepping out on the limb, but I'm gonna go LSU versus Notre Dame. Kat says, I have UCLA versus Texas in the final. Texas is going to be something to beat. Go Irish. Love us being brave. Notre Dame. Gino better than Kim. I know, probably. But I'm just stepping out on a limb here. I'm going to step out on a limb. So we got 3 versus 2 and 1 versus 3. All right. So now we get to pick LSU versus Notre Dame, 3 versus 3. What do you got? LSU versus Notre Dame would be so much fun. If I came this far, I'm going with Notre Dame. I would so like to see that. Notre Dame. I want Notre Dame, but LSU will win, Kara says. 2 number 3s in the final. That's bold. Notre Dame will do it. Notre Dame. Okay, I'm going to pull that trigger right there. AR-15. All right, so now we have this. The tiebreaker. How many total points will be scored in the championship game? Total points? I've never done this. So all this stuff about enter the 2025 All-State Tourney Challenge Sweepstakes for a chance to win. No, I'm not interested in that. I'm 21, licensed driver. I don't want to do all that. How many total points will be scored in the championship game? If you're going to diss UConn like that, then you got to pick Notre Dame for real. Let's see their averages. Somebody, 130, Kara said. 130. Okay. So you guys are saying low scoring games here. 84.5 for LSU's their average. 156, just a guess. So who's the defensive stopper? How many points does Notre Dame's opponents tend to score on them? I would love it too, Kat. I'm actively rooting against USC, UCLA, UConn, and South Carolina. I don't mind UCLA, but yeah, USC, UConn, and South Carolina, nah, I don't want them either. A doggo, 75 to 65, so make it 140. So we're gonna go 140. 140-ish. How about 140? I don't think it's going to be 140. Like, how about 143? 143-ish. Amar says 160. I don't think it's going to hit 160. I think I'm gonna go 143. I don't think it's gonna hit 160. Of course, I have no idea, but you know. So I guess I just 143. Okay, so now I hit. So I've made 63 of 63 picks. I hit submit bracket. I have no idea what that does. Does that ask for my email address and all that at that point? Does confetti come down? I said 142, so short for 143. Oh, okay. I missed that one. 134.3 is the average for women. Oh, okay. You want to bring it down, Kara? 163 for men. All right. So maybe it'll be under. Maybe it'll be it locks it in. But I'm sure. I guess it's going to give me a link so I can follow what I put. Confetti coming down. So, Kara, do you want to drop it down? Our championship games, lower scoring games because the defense is so much more intense. LSU score over 100 in 2023 final. Wow. You have to log into the site. Oh, I didn't log into nothing. I'll see what it tells me. Oh, goodness. Who knows what was going to happen with this? Both teams let the 3-ball fly. So wait, I have to log in. So if I didn't log in, so does that mean it tells me I can submit it? I'll find out. All right. So how about 130? Want to go 134, Kara, instead of 143? Because they probably score less, but they dropped the 3. Let's go with 134. We'll go 134 and we'll just see what happens. Okay. Going once, going twice. That was the average fall chat. Okay. So I'm going to go with submit bracket. See what it tells me. Enter your email. Okay, so I'm going to stop sharing this real quick. All right, so now it's asking for my email. Continue. And then I have to create an account like you guys said. So hold up 1 second here. All right. We are on to something. Choose a, oh man, I got to do all that. That's fine. Okay. Okie dokie. And then it asked me, avoid using the same. Okay, yes, I would like to receive occasional information offers about my favorite teams. Nope, I would not. And agree and continue. And so now, yes, it actually does have confetti. It gives me confetti. Let's see if the confetti is still there so you can see it. There's the confetti. Okay, so congrats. Your pick to cut the nets down is Notre Dame, LSU against UConn, South Carolina against Notre Dame. 1 of 25 brackets created. Share my champion. Create another bracket. That's okay. Odds to win it all. I don't understand odds. I don't know what that means. But let me see. This is what we got. All right, everybody. So I guess they'll send me an email. Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Odds to win it all. I don't do the whole betting thing. So we are in business. That's not a good odd. Oh, I don't even understand odds. I'm like, it's a lot of numbers. I don't know. So She Juicer says UCLA is going to win it all. That's her number 1. Okay. This was so much fun. I do hope Notre Dame wins. I went for some stuff that I didn't necessarily really agree with per se, but I had to go with Tennessee early on. Notre Dame, I don't know. It's tough, but I really would love that to happen. I don't want UConn to win. We'll never hear the end of it with Paige. If Juju wins, well, if she did it, she got more points than she got a championship for. So Adrienne, you should link a copy of what we selected in your description. Oh, in my description of the channel of the video of this video. Okay. Hopefully they'll give me a link so that I know, because I don't know how it goes, but I'm assuming they're going to send me an email. Okay, everybody. This was so much fun. I really enjoyed it. Thank you all for your input. And those of you who are not members, but you've been following this, and thank you all for being members who are right here. We are locked in and we're going to find out what happens. And so thank you guys so much. They should send me a link. All right. Okay. Thank you. You guys are amazing. I love this family. All right. Have a good night, everybody. God bless you abundantly. Let's go, Notre Dame. Well, after Tennessee. Yeah. Okay.